Anybody could reel in that.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. All right. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Looks like a pretty energetic fish.
Reel it in. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Now where might those fish be? Yeah! There we go. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
I've got something. I'll catch something bigger next time.
Nice work!
And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. Kisara? I think I've seen a...
Oh, sorry.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a... Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Hell yeah.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my job. No need to thank me.
I think the animal's back at the... Hey. Is it just me, or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey, though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak.
Yeah, he is.
No one's perfect all the time.
He's been the toughest
Even
fight
so,
in the whole game
it's not
so
like
far.
they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Okay. Whoa, that was a lot of money. Oh, new swords. Man, that one gives me extra 60. I can't make any of these. Refined Galewing? Oh, you need the first Galewing in order to get this. I still don't have the Storm Beats. Oh, a regular longsword turns into this. Wow, we should really start holding on to our weapons like the guy in chat said yesterday. Dang. Refined Ignis Roar. Can't make any of these. Astral Crystal.
I always love the sound of... hammers banging away.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman. And this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danan, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danans in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danans in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
We're in for a long slog with this one. Don't worry, I've got plenty to go around.
Here I come!
I'm also good with airborne targets.
I never miss.
It's over!
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Take this! Wind!
Tiger Blade!
Luna Rongo!
Take this!
It's over! You're mine!
This one is mine!
You can't get out of this! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! Now! Here I
This
come!
one's mine!
It's over! Burn! And
Make it rain!
Here I come! More! Hey! Blow them away!
Whew. Thank goodness we won.
Whoa, what are those dudes?
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my heart. When he slows down, that's our chance. Here I come.
Leave the agile one to me.
Elusive deity. Now or never. Explosive ring. Elusive deity. You can't get out of this.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and tunneling to me.
Take this. Finish. Elusive deity.
By the power of water!
Here I come.
No further.
Crescent Moon!
Beckon into heaven.
Can't get out of this. You're mine.
Glacial Spear!
It's over.
Here's evil!
Elusive deity. Win.
Take this!
Stardust.
On guard! Hear me!
Resonate with the earth.
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Try this. Explosive ring.
You're on!
It's over.
Take this!
Take it. It's over.
Hear my call!
Sword Ring Alpha. Sword Ring Alpha. Prepare to be sealed.
Do it!
Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done. Can you take it?
Can't get out of this.
Hear me! Flame of
Dragon
Fury!
form.
Burning Strike!
Try this.
Here
Make
I
it
go!
rain.
Here goes! Red!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply
Me
glad
too.
to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine this sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
Crocodile Crusher. What? Artifacts confer special effects simply by having them? Summons would sever or serve as bonuses that can be enjoyed after clearing the game. What? Additional arts panel? You can now set 6 additional arts. What? Press triangle on the art screen to switch between panels. What? Oh my god, my combos are gonna go crazy.
That treasure.
Hold up. Oh, okay, so 3 more ground attacks and 3 more. Okay, let's see. I like Dragon Swarm. It's Dragon Swarm.